Yo, it's overtflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? First things first about the gameplay. It's actually a pretty cool gameplay here because of a few reasons. I'm actually playing against the #1 domination player in the world, and before this game I actually went I dropped like 60 something kills on him, and I'm pretty sure that he was using a lag switch. So in this game I pulled out my shotgun and ended up making him rage quit about halfway through the game, which is pretty cool. So definitely enjoy the gameplay, and today I'm going to be telling you a story about my first time getting a ticket. It's gonna be a pretty good story, you guys, so make sure you guys definitely leave some comments, leave some likes. If we get past 300 likes on this video, maybe I'll be able to upload some bonus story times to the channel. That would be absolutely awesome. And make sure you guys also check out my channel. I upload tons of story times and Omega videos and cool videos and Q&As and all that stuff. So hope that you guys definitely are subscribed and stay liking the content, man. So let's get right into it here. What's up, flows? Don't you knows I love all of you. I love all you guys. You guys are absolutely wonderful people, and let's get into this. So this story takes place back when I was 17, so I'm 23 as of right now, and I haven't got a ticket in quite a while. I've been pulled over a couple times, but for the most part, I'm a pretty likable, personable guy, and I feel like I'm able to talk to them and make them feel as though I will not be breaking any more laws. And so I haven't got a ticket in quite a while, but this is going to be about the first time I got a ticket, and I was on my way to a party and all this crazy stuff went down. I'm definitely excited to tell you about this, you guys. So I had just gotten my license maybe a couple weeks beforehand. I had already been driving for a while, you know, practicing and all that stuff, and I had driven before, but I had just got my license. My dad was able to supply me with a cool car. We had a car on lease. It was a Saturn Aura, which is like, okay, so if you picture a Saturn, most of them aren't that nice. This Saturn Aura was like a luxury Saturn, which was really cool. It like looked super nice. All my friends at school were always impressed by it. They were like, man, that's such a cool car. I used to call it like my Batman car because it was like black on black on black. It was really super dope. And one night, all of our friends are going to a party at my friend's house, right? At my friend's house, she's having this little get-together shebang, which she had awesome parties. We used to go party at her house all the time when we were little. And man, her parents let her like drink alcohol and party since she was like 13 years old. I don't know what was going on with them, but hey, shoot, if there's a party, I'm there, man. And so all my friends knew that I had a car, and for the most part, I always hung out with my cousins, and my cousins are about 2 years younger than me. So a lot of my friends, you know, when I was like 17, a lot of my friends were like 15 or 16, and that's just how it was. So they called me, they hit me up, they were like, yo, can you give us a ride to the party? There's gonna be like 15 of us. And I was like, oh Jesus, that is a lot of people. And so I picked up a couple of my friends, and at the time I was 17, and one of my friends was 18, and her little brother was 17, and so we all hung out, and I let my best friend get in the front seat. My best friend's name was Alicia, is Alicia still. I mean, I still love her. She moved away. We still talk here and there, but man, I miss that girl. And she got the front seat, so she's obviously, if you're in the front seat of anybody's car, you're on cop patrol, all right? You get to maybe work the sound system a little bit, but you gotta watch out for cops, especially when you're you know, speeding to a party or whatever the case may be. And so anyways, Alicia was in the front. My buddy Alonzo, who was absolutely insane. I have a ton of stories about this crazy guy. He was absolutely insane. He was sitting in the back seat, like right behind me. So driver's side, back seat. And then we had to pick up a couple more people. We had to pick up my cousin Philip, and then we had to pick up my friend Stephanie. She was like this short, little, really cute girl, kind of like short, a little bit thick, little Latina girl. And like when I say short, I mean like picture the shortest girl that you know in school. She was like that. Like she was like maybe 4'10", and really cute though. Really good personality. I haven't talked to her in a minute. Last time I talked to her was like, shoot, over Instagram. Jesus, man, where are all these people going? It's weird, man. It's weird how your friends end up doing all this crazy stuff, but you still see them every once in a while. I'm actually going to a party tonight, so I should see a couple of friends. Hopefully I get a story out of it. That would be pretty cool. And we picked up her, and we picked up my buddy, my best friend, her, boom. And we picked up like 2 other friends that I don't remember who they were. I think that maybe I didn't know them that well or something. But basically my car only held 5 people, and we had like 6 or 7 people in the car. So there were people sitting on each other's laps and all that stuff. And we were driving to this party, and we were kind of on the bad side of town because we were going to pick up the last person. And yeah, there was like 6 people in the car, and we were going to pick up the very last person. So it would have been pretty crammed, but you know, shoot, we were double seatbelting up and all that good stuff. Of course, you got to be safe, you guys, right? And as I'm going down to get this last girl so that we could head to this party, and I'll never forget this because it was on Valentine's Day is when it was. It was on Valentine's Day, and so we were going to have a Valentine's Day party. None of us had Valentine's. We were all single, so pretty much on Valentine's Day, if you run into a girl, like, easiest way to hook up or be friends or get a number from a girl ever, it's Valentine's Day. Everybody wants a Valentine. Make friends with her, tell her she's pretty, boom, you got a date for the night, which is cool. And so we're going through this bad part of town where there's normally cops, and I should have thought about that, but I didn't. And I'm kind of going maybe like 5 miles over the speed limit, not too much over the speed limit, but I'm going fast enough to where I was like, I should probably slow down. But there was a green light. I was going to turn left into, I was in the left-hand lane. I was going to turn left so that I could get over to this girl's house. And the light was green, right? And I see this guy. He goes out into the lane in front of me, and he's far ahead, and I figured I would catch up to him, and he would already have turned. But apparently, this guy decided to wait for a car that was like 100 meters away. So this guy, instead of just turning when he had the chance, he like took all the time in the world to wait for this car that was so far away. Like 5 cars could have gone in the time that this guy took to go. And so I was still going kind of fast, and I was gonna turn, and so I went, and I ended up having to stop behind this guy. Like, I ended up having to slow down a lot behind this guy because he waited so long for the car to turn. And we were out in the intersection, so we were out in the middle of everything. Like, I wasn't back behind the line for the light or whatever. And when he finally went, the light turned yellow. So when I went, the light was red. And I hit like a bump too, I remember, because I remember being like, oh crap, I ran over something. And so, anyways, when I finally went, the light was red, and I started to go to my friend's house. I was like right around the corner, and this cop pulls up behind me, like this bike cop, and this guy was pretty douchey, I'm not going to lie to you guys. He was like a mean cop, but then again, I was kind of young. I had 50 million people in the car with me, so maybe there was also that factored in, that he just did. He's like, you freaking youngsters, I don't like you guys driving your cars with your women. And it's like, man, I didn't even know that. And so anyways, he pulls me over, and before he even gets out, my crazy friend Alonzo, who's like just a super, he doesn't do a lot of drugs, I don't think. I think that he's just like, those friends that we have that are just a little bit special? He's like that, but on top of that, he partied hard. So many funny stories with that guy. He partied hard, smoked pounds of weed, and did a little bit of cocaine here and there. So that guy was a little bit ridiculous, but he goes like this. He's like, bro, should I grab his gun? When he comes up, I'll grab his gun, and then you can take off, and we don't got nothing to worry about. And he like starts rolling down his window, right? And I was like, no, you don't do that. And my cousin was like holding him, and he was like, dude, don't talk like that. So I had to put like child lock on the windows, and my friend's like, come on, I could do it. It's right there. And when the cop was started walking up, like Alonzo rolled down his window. He's like, I'm gonna do it. And I rolled my window back up, and I put it on child lock, and I was like, Alonzo, no, you don't do that. Slap. You know what I mean? So anyways, what ended up happening was I got a ticket for like $600 because I had too many people in the car with me. And on top of that, I wasn't supposed to drive with passengers because I had just got my license. You have to wait like 3 months. And on top of that, I ran a red light, even though the guy in front of me was super dumb. So that's what happened. I ended up getting a huge ticket. My friends actually had to walk like for 10 minutes before they could get another ride from our other friend. And then I met them at the party. And at this party, so much crazy stuff went down. Like the most random people hooked up at this party. And it caused a huge amounts of drama within our little social circle. But it was still a really fun party. I ended up spending the night there. And I actually had a pretty good time too. And that's where another story time comes into play. That hooking up with the sexy Latina MILF girl, that happened here. So yeah. Anyways, that's the story for today. If you guys can smash like 300 likes on this video, maybe we could get a bonus story up this week on the channel. That would be awesome. And I have tons of content coming to you guys. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of story times. And yeah, so the more love you guys show, the more story times you get. And let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see like a sexual story next? A crazy party story? Time a homeless guy robbed me story? Like, tell me what you guys want to see. Hope that you guys do subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate it. I love you guys a ton. You guys are absolutely beautiful. And I am over and out.